Alrighty, welcome back to another trade recap. Today I took a long on NQ. I took a little long scalp, just filling an unfilled 5 minute fair value gap, just a little rebalance. I made around 750 on this trade. Let me show you guys my executions. Here they are. So I made around 750 on this trade. Just a little scalp. Very happy with this trade. So let's just go over what I was going through and what my, oh wow, what the fuck is that? What I wanted to see kind of going into market open. So if we look at the higher time frame, what I wanted to see coming into market open is we actually had a bearish SMT with this high. So ES had come up and taken this high, NQ did not. So we had a bearish SMT with this high, and what I wanted to see, a bearish SMT with this high. ES came up and took this high, NQ did not. So we had a bearish SMT in pre-market. And what I wanted to see coming up in the market open is notice all of this generated sell side liquidity that we have been generating the past couple days and week. So what I wanted to see coming into market open was I wanted to see NQ come up, take this high, put in a second bearish SMT to then spark the move to go lower towards London, Asia, and all this generated sell side liquidity that we have been generating. So I was bearish bias coming into the day, and I wanted to see us continue to respect constant encroachment of this 4-hour wick. So, it does this every time. Okay. So, coming into market open, what do? We pump up, break both bearish SMTs. We come up, break both bearish SMTs. Same on ES, but ES never took all-time highs. We actually ended up putting in equal highs with all-time highs. And this was pretty weird price action for me, because this is not normal for us to put equal highs in with all-time highs and then displace lower. So that's exactly what we did. ES ended up putting in equal highs with all-time highs, and ES was way more bearish than NQ was, but we ended up putting in equal highs and kind of displacing lower. And we ended up going all the way down and taking out London low. Now, we ended up taking London low, and keep in mind, we put in a bullish SMT with this internal low. So if we take a look at ES took this internal low, NQ did not. So we ended up putting in a bullish SMT. So at this point in time, my bearish bias is very iffy, and I want to be patient to see what market wants to do, right? So if I'm going to take a long, I'm not going to take a long to buy side, and I knew that coming into it. However, I was not opposed to taking it along just to this unfilled 5 minute. So if we take a look at the 5 minute, we had this unfilled 5 minute fair value gap, and we had this 5 minute inverse, okay? So I wanted to see a rebalance, and at this point in time, we had tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap, this bullish fair value gap, and we're continuing to hold bullish after we just took London and put in a bullish SMT. Now, something to recognize. If you guys don't know what candle range theory is basically we had a 4-hour close, and the candle closes below the body of this recent 4-hour candle. Now, what can we expect from candle range theory? We can expect a rebalance to constant encroachment of the 4-hour wick to then move lower. So I marked out constant encroachment of this 4-hour wick, and where was it lying? It was lying, god damn it, motherfucker. It was lying right at the unfilled 5 minute. And what was also lying at this unfilled 5 minute? If we mark it out, equilibrium of the range. So this was a very high draw on liquidity, high probable draw on liquidity. Now all I wanted to see was a close above this change, and I'm going to enter long. Now what do? We kind of sit here for a little bit. We close above this change. Okay, I mark out this 1 minute order block. noticing that, hey, price might want to rebalance this 1 minute order block. And this is where a lot of people go wrong, is they'll see this candle come in right here. They'll see this candle and be like, holy shit, and they'll exit their position because they're so focused on making money. And that's what unprofitable traders do. They're so focused on making money that they close out of this early. But this is a normal rebalance, right? This is a normal rebalance. We're rebalancing to this 1 minute order block. And what do we do right after that? We immediately get a huge candle up, an engulfing candle. And at this point in time, I'm pretty confident that my draw is going to be hit. And keep in mind, at this inverse fair value gap was my break even point. So when we hit this inverse fair value gap, I move my stop to break even, and then not too much later, my TP is hit. So that was my trade today. Again, made around $700 trading the NASDAQ. And what do we end up doing? Actually, let me just play this out. We end up taking constant encroachment of this wick. And then we end up, if we go over to ES, we take constant encroachment of that wick. And what do we end up doing? We end up just absolutely shitting the bed and having terrible price action. So I was one and done for the day. Took this, got completely off, very happy with this trade. Little scalp. Checked off all my boxes that I needed to see. So that was my trade for today, up around 725 on the day. Yeah, very happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this trade recap, and I will catch you guys in the next one.